permission. And it's very important never to lose. It's very important never to give up. So today is a very important class. Now, when you are trading, thank you so much. When you are doing your analysis, pivot points are going to make life very easy for you. And I remember when we were young, even up to now, we had something we called the fulcrum, the pivot point, okay, the balance area. Now, the pivot point is the central level. Remember that if we look at yesterday's highest point, and then you look at the current price, then you look at the lowest point and look at the highest point. Now, the center is calculated, that center, that the highest point plus the lowest point plus the price at which the market closed is the pivot point divided by 3. Now, remember that when we are doing technical analysis, every technical analysis trader will always look at what we call support. And all of us know that a support is usually that lowest point that the market has made at a certain period. Now, these prices levels below the pivot point where the market could find buying interests are called support. So if this is the pivot and it's here, that was yesterday's highest point plus the close plus the lowest point divided by 3. So any point where the market could fall back or where people could find buying prices or buying interest is called support. Now, how do they get support? They say 2 times pivot minus the highest point. I may not go into these details. And how? Then support 2 is pivot minus high minus low, even if we don't go into these details, okay? So we must know if pivot is here, prices below are called support. Support 1, support 2. And those above are resistance 1, resistance 2. Okay? Now, pivots are of different types. There are around 5 types of pivots, of pivot points. There are 5 types. Number 1, we have what we call the standard pivot point. It's the most common. Then we have the Fibonacci. They use the Fibonacci numbers. Then we have the Woods pivot point. They emphasize so much on current periods or current prices. Then we have the Camarilla pivot points. They identify smaller tight levels of support and resistance. Then we have the Denmark pivot points. These ones use a different formula for the central point, but I will not go into all of that. Now, what do pivot points help us? Pivot points are specifically popular for day trading. Okay? They are so much for people who want to enter coin today and live out of the coin today. They give us support and what? And resistance. Traders use these levels to predict where prices might reverse or face difficulty through. They confirm a trend. If the price stays above the pivot. If a price stays above the pivot, then you can say this coin is bullish. If it stays below the pivot, then you can say this coin is bearish. Now, pivot points help us to take profit. So by combining pivot points with other technical indicators like the moving averages, the MAs, like the RSI, like using candlestick chart patterns, it can help you get more accurate. Can we now go to the practical part? Now, pivot points will always work well in a good market. When the market is not good, pivot points may not be applicable. Are we ready? I have explained. Now I want to go practical. Are we ready for the practical part? It is the easiest way of making sure that you find a good trade. Now, these people who always do not attend previous trainings, when they feel like coming, now someone comes here and says how to deal with floating loss and expects an answer from me. Mm. Okay, so let's now get started. Let me first drop signals. I don't know what's wrong with my network on the other side, but it's not. There is somewhere I see my network is not networking. Let me first send a signal. Just a minute. Let me share the signal, then we move. Okay. So now let's go to now. It will work well when the market is good. If the market is not, then you may find us not winning. So let's pick up. There is a coin that I don't know whether it is the one, but let me first confirm. Let me first confirm. They say, guys, someone sent me a message about this thing, and I was doubting, but it is just a new coin. Is it true? Let me check out. No, but it looks like the coin has been around for some time. Crypto can. Now, how did this coin become crypto can surprise? From nowhere. I told you that in the coming bull market, you will be caught unaware. Yay, 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 yay. When we enter the other serious runs, this is what is going to be very common. And that's why this is going to be very common. Mm. Hey, hey. You look at a coin and you wonder what happened to the world. Hmm? Our auntie. Our auntie. nze ali mu ofiisi yange ojja okunsaba kati naye munja kikuba omuto. So let's open a coin, any of our choice. The choice, your own time frame, it's okay. I have no issue with you. So when you open a coin like this one, you scroll down and you come to this area called the pivot point. So you tap on pivot point. Okay. Now, it is important for you to make sure that you have chosen a right time frame of your choice. So you are choosing 15 minutes or you are choosing 1 hour. You need to be keen of your choice. So the results down here will be moving with your time frame you have chosen. I don't know if that is clear. Give me a 2 in the chat if you have understood. So note your time frame, because your time frame will be the results that you will have down here. I don't know if that is clear. I don't know if that is clear. Okay. So now, if that is clear, then we can put our focus on this one. If that is clear, then we can put our focus here. Let me know. Because I'm gonna end this call very soon. Now, you don't expect me to teach a lot. If that is clear, then we continue. So you choose your time frame in which you want to. Okay, just a minute. I get your signals sorted as we continue. Because the lesson is also very brief. It is not well, I don't know what is wrong with my network. It looks like my messages haven't even reached. Okay. Now, when you are finished to choose your time frame, the number one thing you are going to focus on is the pivot. Now, the formula is simple. When prices are above the pivot, the market is bullish. When prices are below the pivot, the market is bearish. If you, if you have understood also that, give me a 3 in the chat. This lesson is very brief. I don't have too much to teach. If you have also understood that, give me a 3 in the chat. The lesson is very brief. I don't have too much to teach. You know, there are people who want to dissect a lesson. Now, having understood that, your second step will always be to look at the current price of the coin. So the current price of this coin in 15 minutes. So you will let us look at in 1 hour or in 4 hours. Me, I always choose 4 hours to get a better perspective. Okay, so if it is that, either 4 hours or 1 hour for me, it works well with me. So I'll look at the price or look above here, any of the two. It is 0.001 anything 76. Then I scroll down, I look at the pivot point, and the pivot point is at 0.007. So I'll go back again, 0.007, meaning that the price is above the pivot point. But on the other side, if you look at these pivot points are of two types. there is this classic one, and there is this Fibonacci. This one uses the Fib numbers. One uses the Fib numbers, okay? One uses the Fib numbers, and another one is the method I was trying to read it through. So you'll find that it is up to you to choose any of your choice. Either you could focus here or focus here. But when we look critically, you find that the price has reached resistance 3. Now, this is also very important. When the coin moves from the pivot and reaches resistance 3, it means this coin has been overbought. Okay? It means that this coin has been overbought. And usually, when a coin has been overbought, what do we expect? Downward movement. I don't know if people are very clear with that. So once it reaches resistance 3, the coin has been overbought. So when you see this is 0.01 and the price is 0.01 above there, I hope everybody can see 0.01, which means this coin is in the overbought area. And number 2, I told you don't use only the pivot point. When you look at your MACD, what is it trying to say? When you look at your MACD, the moving average convergence divergence indicator, what is it trying to say? Let me see if people have attended that class. When you look at the MACD, what is it trying to say? So you should not only use the pivot point, you need to make sure that you have the pivot point and also other indicators like the MACD or the RSI. And if you look at your RSI, it is also making some good statement that the market is making a downward movement. So in that case, although you want to trade, you would give this coin some break time. Then you find another coin. I don't know if that is clear. So people will have to look for coins that have gone down. There are good coins here that are like promo. It's one of my good coins. So if I look at it in 1 hour, I change this to 1 hour. Okay, then I look at the current price, 6.68. Then I come here on the pivot point. Then I come on pivot point, 6.68. So the pivot point is at 9. 6.9, that is the pivot point, meaning the coin is bearish. The coin is below the pivot point, meaning that the coin could reach this line here. So meaning if I enter at current price, these are margin calls. And I can take profit either here or here. I don't know if someone is, because when you are entering a coin at current price, now the coin is at 6.8, which means the coin is bearish below the pivot point. So support areas are buying points. I don't know if someone is understanding what I'm saying. So I have two choices. Number one, I can go and set this as a preset price. Does that make sense to someone? I can go and say promo when it reaches 5.7 or 5.32, let my robot buy. Because when I use the indicator like the RSI, it shows me that the coin is still making a downward movement. When I use an indicator like the MACD, it shows me that the coin is making a downward movement. So I want to buy at the next support point. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. So I say, when this coin reaches this price, let my robot buy. So I'm buying at a lower price, and if it continues going down, I'll open up margin calls because these are points where the coin is expected to be resisted. But if you are very fearful, then you need to change your time frame to bigger time frame like 4 hours to get a better insight. I don't know if people are now understanding because this simplifies your trading experience. So the coin is below the pivot point, mean the coin is and these are buying points. So you say when the market touches this price, let my robot buy. Or when the market touches this price, let my robot buy. Because you can basically see it here. using your MACD that the coin is on a downward movement. I don't know if that is clear. Are we following? Are we following? Are we following? Because I'm simplifying trading for you. I'm simplifying the trading. It makes life very easy for you. Very easy. You don't need to suffer with lines. Now, when a coin is, so you can enter and say, when the coin reaches this price, let my robot buy, or this one. Now, this one is nearer, this one is far, at which the robot will buy. And you use that as a preset price entry. And the other person may decide to enter this coin at a market price and allow the robot buy more margin call. I don't know if that also creates understanding. Another person may enter at market price and open margin calls. I don't know if that is also getting clear. Another person may enter at current price and open margin calls. So the choice is yours. Now let's look at another coin that could be performing better. Let us find a coin that could be rising. Let's pick XRP. Now this is XRP and I want to trade. When I look at, I told you do not use, when I look here, the coin is on a downward movement. I've put 4 hours, so I'll change 4 hours here. Then I come down on pivot points. I look at the current price, which is 3.18, 3.18. Now, when you look at our pivot points, 3.18, where will you trade this coin? The resistance is at 3.0. This one, resistance 3, is at 3.0. Will you trade this coin? Some answers in the chat. The coin, you want to trade it, but look at where it is. Will you trade this coin? Some answers. So if you were a trader on XRP and promo, which one would you pick? If you were a trader. If you were a trader, because I'm simplifying, if you were a trader on XRP and promo, which one would you trade? Good. Now, most people I have understood. Those who have not understood, it's very hard because this coin is in the oversold, is in the overbought area. And usually, when you buy a coin, when it has been overbought, it means people are going to start selling and it will float for a very big time. I hope I'm making life easier. Now, it doesn't matter whether the coin is in green or the coin is in red. Let us open any coin of our choice. Let us open Solana. It doesn't matter whether the coin is in red or the coin is in green. Now let us take Solana. We shall remove the Bollinger Bands and let's say we want to trade Solana. Okay? We are in the 4-hour time frame, 288. Let us put in pivot point. Now look here. Our pivot point is at 217. Am I creating understanding? Our pivot point is at 217. And we want to trade Solana. And the current price of Solana is at 228. 228. Meaning that if we are taking classic, Solana is just above resistance 1. It has not yet reached resistance 3. If you are taking the numbers on classic, if you are taking the numbers of Fibonacci, it's already at resistance 3. But if you are taking the numbers of classic, it's just above resistance 1 going to resistance 2. Give me a yes in the chat if you can see it. Meaning, because I'm going to show you a simple way. If you have seen that, give me a yes in the chat. So if I want to still trade Solana, if I want to still trade Solana, and I want to still trade Solana, yes, one person may say that the coin is higher risk. But to me, I still have some playing space. I told you when it comes to trading, we are different people. Me, I still see opportunity. For another person sees opportunity is done because these are fib levels, and fib levels will always give different insights. But me here, I see opportunity on Solana. Solana is a very strong coin, by the way. And to me, in this bull cycle, Solana can go up to $500. So I cannot joke with Solana. Me, I still see business. Number two, when I press in my MACD here on the 4-hour time frame, or I press KDJ, or I press RSI. RSI, if I'm taking the RSI of 6, because this gets back to other insights. When I take the RSI of 6 is at 70, sorry, 24 is at 70, 78, 86. To me, Julius covered. Or I can just come here on technical and use the RSI of 14. I have a question. The RSI of 14. I can see that this RSI of 14 here for me, I still have some opportunity. I don't know if I'm creating understanding. Me, because when I draw my lines here, it is just above 50. It has some good playing space. This one shows the coin has entered the oversold area. This one shows some buying. So me, I see some opportunity. Although the coin is going up, I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. Give me a two if I'm making sense to someone. Me, I see opportunity. I see because I definitely know that Solana is a very strong coin in this period. That even if I enter this coin, I will not float so much. If you would compare, it has its own blockchain, it has so many cryptocurrencies built around it. So it gives me, and when I look on technical here, although some of you fear, technical is giving you that the moving averages, which we have noted, 14 of them are giving a buy. There is no indicator that is talking about a sell signal. The operators of the technical, they are all still neutral. I don't know if someone is seeing. There is no that things are going berserk. Everything is still moving in our favor. But this is 15 minutes, so I can turn it to 4 hours. And I see if I'll get a different insights. So to me, as a Kabanda, I see some buying opportunity. Now, this is 4 hours, a little bit different. But when you look at this fib, I told you once it touches resistance 3, this coin has entered oversold area. So the coin is at $228. So when I look through, this coin is just above here on the fib. If I'm using 4 hours, Ambrose, don't worry. After the call, you are going to come and write in the screen for the whole day. So this coin is just above here. If I'm using the classic, it is above just this point. So I want to put my next take profit. And as long as I can stay solid in this coin and be patient, it is very easy for this coin to hit this profit here, especially if I'm using a long-term perspective. It's very easy for the coin to will come and hit that take profit. So how do I enter that as my take profit? So, so you tap on create. I don't know if you see that. You tap on create. Why is my network? Am I still here because my network is poor this side? Am I still available? Am I still available? So just understand that when you are using 4-hour time frame and you can be patient, you can always get a very good opportunity without sweating with support and resistance on trading. So you open your coin, decide things are not okay. This side, This side things are not okay. This side things are not okay. Side things are not okay. I'll mention for you some coins that will not disappoint you when you go and try to look at them. There are around 5 coins that this season they will not disappoint you when you go and analyze them. Number one, when you find an opportunity here, an opportunity here, Solana, BNB, Solana, Aave, these 3 coins, they will not disappoint you. I want to give you solid. Those 3 coins will not disappoint you this season. This bull market, those 3 coins will not disappoint you. Those ones, I'm sure. Others, there could be some gambling, but those 2 coins, they will not disappoint you. Even near protocol, this coin here, this one, where is it? This one. So when someone is analyzing Solana, Aave, I'm just buying time for my Solana Aave. Even Ethereum, Solana, Aave, Ethereum, near protocol, and you're a person who loves coins with the solid, even Sui itself. With these coins, once you are going to trade coins with big market cap, trust me, they will not disappoint you as long as you can be patient and find opportunity. Now, pivot points are key when a coin is forming an upward movement. Here comes the scenario, and I need a question. Is it the reason I'm teaching this lesson, and I want you to pay very close attention is here. Is it easy to find a signal when markets are pumping? You know, some people play with my classes, and I have reasons why I teach something at certain time. Is it easy to find a signal when coins are pumping? The answer is a no. You are just typing yes, but the answer is a no. It is very hard to find an entry opportunity when markets are pumping. You people with floating loss, leave me alone. It is very hard. It is very hard to find an entry opportunity when markets are pumping. It's very hard. It is very hard. That's why I'm teaching pivot points, because they help you with that problem. That if SLP is pumping and you come and look at your RSI is pointing down, and you turn this to 4-hour time frame, and you come here on pivot point, you wanted to find an entry. But now the coin clearly is stating that I'm in the oversold area. It's even above resistance 3. Will you pick that coin? The answer is no. Then when you come on Solana, I don't know if someone is now getting me. When you come on Solana and you open Solana and you put it in 4-hour, when you look at the chart, by just looking at the chart, you can run away, because it has broken all your highs where you wanted to make your entry. But when you come and press in your pivot point in the 4-hour time frame, it gives you a very straight insight that the coin has not yet reached resistance 2, which says that there is high business for you. What you need to do, you just create martingale strategy bot, I pray things work out, then put in your settings, activate your robot, let it buy. Then after it has bought, I have no USDT in my spot wallet. But let me find the coin already, and I activate one. Ah, point of order. My coin must not sell. I am teaching people. If it's going to sell, then the lesson will end. These are things of my coins selling because I'm trying to deliver information. I ended them. Even my network is refusing. But when you tap on sell, my network today is very bad, sure. It's very bad. My network is very bad. I don't know why. But I need to buy a lot of time. But what I'm trying to say, I pray the thing becomes practical. This is AGLD. Yeah, you can put in 1 hour, in 4 hours, it's up to you. Pivot point, what is the price? 2.0, you check 2.0. The coin is below the pivot. These are buying points, so you can put preset price or enter current price and take your profit to resistance one or at the pivot. So I wanted to show you how that can be done, but I've already transferred my USDT to another exchange. Let me show you a very bad YouTuber. My network is killing me, but I want to go practical about the lesson. Let me go away from Wi-Fi back to data. Just give me a minute, guys. Leader, you are having a very big floating loss, but it's mine. Now, for you, you have issues with it. Me, I love my floating loss. Now, how is floating loss an issue? For you, it is an issue to you. For me, it is business. Where for you, you see problem, me, I see opportunity. Where for you, you see problem, but my network is dying. Where for you, you see problem, me, I see opportunity. For you, you see issues, me, I see business. It's just mindset. Me, I'm buying more, for you, you see floating loss. This world has no balance. So where for you, you see challenge, me, I see opportunity. But my network is really refusing me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me activate. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, now here is the coin, Algo. I open the coin, and this is 4 hours, and Algo is moving down. Okay, in the 4 hour time frame, Algo is moving down, and I tap on pivot point. I look at the current price 0.4 forward 44. The coin is above my resistance 0.44. 0.44. 0.446, 0.44. So the coin is just around here. No, just around here. And so if I want to take profit, let me say at this price, which is 0.5235. Okay, just for learning purposes. I'll open this coin and I tap on sell. Then I tap where it's written market price. I'll write in the price 0.5. I don't remember. 0.5. Let me leave it to that. Then I say 100%. It's trying to show me that it will pay me $51. So let me cancel again and I cram the pivot point selling point 0.5235. 0.5235. So maybe that's what I want my robot to sell. So sell at 0.5235. How much of the coin? 100%. So when the coin reaches at that highest price, it will pay me $63. Now, to me, that is very little money. So I better take the 24. So if I want to sell at current price, I will just tap on sell, market price, 100%, and I go with the $24. And the coin is out. So I want my robot to buy again this coin at a lower price. Now I come here and I look at a preset price because I see the RSI is pointing down, the MACD is pointing down, the KDJ is pointing down, the RSI is pointing down. So what do? I look at these prices and I say the current price is 0.447, 0.44, 0.447, 0.44, 0.44. So I want my robot to buy at this price. So I tap on create. I put in my settings. Then I tap on buy. If I don't put here, I put in a preset price and I say 0.4417. Tap sure. I go back and confirm 0.4417. There is also this one 0.45, but I'll take this one which is lower. Then I create. Then I change to sub-bin mode, but I love the whole warehouse mode because my goal is to hold this coin for a longer time. Are we learning? Then I will switch on my margin calls. Once the coin will get at this price, it will start buying it over again. Am I creating an understanding? Is that hard? Is that hard? Is that hard? Is that hard? Now someone is asking, how did you manage to get $24? I put a high take profit, where for you, you want 30. My take profit is 30%. Check it here. So the coin will not sell unless the coin hits 30%. So it can stay here. If I want, I can pause it, anything I want. So I wait. Let me bring another one for learning purpose. Now let us participate in Solana also, which was also going high the other time. We didn't participate. So let me show you Solana, because we were discussing Solana and I wanted to trade. So we look at our selling price of Solana. We want to sell at the 236.73. That is our next resistance. Because it's at 230. So I tap on create martingale. Because of that, I'm entering at current price. Okay, because of that, I'm entering at current price. Okay, so I create, enter the coin, abnormal execution. I just need to be patient. My robot buys. Okay, then I want it to sell at that price. So I tap on sell. I enter the price. I want it to sell at 236.73. I'll make 0.4 cents. That is my selling point, but my margin calls are on so that my robot could buy in more money. Is that hard also? Let me know. Is that hard? Hey, I had not shared my screen. I will sell at a loss and start off again. Okay. So the trade is in, but because of learning purposes, let me sell at current price and we try again together. Okay. So let me sell. I've sold at a loss. We want to trade Solana. So I open Solana in the 4-hour time frame, okay? And I want to trade because I see the RSI is up, the MACD is up, and I want to trade personally. I'm okay with Solana. So I come and I look at it in 15 minutes. Or I can go 4 hours, but I don't want to stay so long in the trade. But let me go with 15 minutes, okay? Let me go with 15 minutes. So I'm in a 15 minutes time frame, okay? And this is the highest price, 236.73. It's the highest in 15 minutes. So I want to trade. So I'll tap on create, matching a strategy board, and I start the trade at current price. Okay, I start the trade at current price. It has bought. But I want this coin to sell at 236.73, which was my resistance. So I just tap on sell. And where it is written market price, I put 236.73 and I'll make $1. Then I tap sure. Is that hard? Is that hard? Let me know in the chat. Is that hard? I'm just using support and resistance. I don't need it to be a magician. I open a coin. The challenge, you are going to make me overtrade. I open a coin, for example. Which one? Any of my choice. I don't need to overthink as long as I can be patient with the market. Because some of you, when you trade, this is one of my coins. I love this coin, Waffy Hat Dog. I want to trade Waffy Hat Dog. I don't know. I want to trade Waffy Hat Dog. When I open the coin, I come here. Let me put it in 4 hours to get a better perspective. I put on technical indicator. In 4 hours, it's a little bit far. Let me try in 15 minutes. Okay, in 15 minutes, I see the stochastic RSI is at 41, meaning it's going down. Okay, it's going down really. 10 of the moving averages are showing a signal of sell. So the coin is in the sell mode. So I open my pivot point in 15 minutes. I look at the current price, 1.867. The current price is at 1.866. Then I come down here, 1.866. If I look at my pivot, you see here, 1.847, meaning that this coin, it has more potential either stopping here and going up or breaking it and coming down. But if I'm good at opening margin calls, will I care? If I'm good at opening margin calls, will I care? No. If I wanted to buy at this exact price, I don't know if I wanted to buy at this price, I will just tap on create again. Then I enter preset price 1.847. Sure. Create. Then when the price will hit the pivot point, my robot will buy. Is that hard? Is that hard? So I can use those figures to make an entry in the market. I can also use those figures to put in sell points in the market. Is that hard? The only thing I have that most of you don't have, me, I'm patient. Give me one in the chat if you are following. Me, I'm just patient. I don't have emotions with market. I don't have today I feel bad, tomorrow I feel good. Me, I'm okay with markets. That's the only difference I have from you. I am not a person who cares. And once my robot will hit that price, it will buy. I want to get here. Solana, now this is over trading. So I will pause this coin because I don't want it to buy. Because I've already opened 2 trades and I don't have too much capital. But my focus is on this coin. You see this coin here? I'm hodling longer term. Now, some of you, when you are hodling like as if when a coin starts going down and you are hodling that specific coin, along the journey, you can take profits. Am I creating sense? Let me show you another example. Because some of you are hodling and the coin goes from profit, it goes back to loss. Am I creating understanding? But when you open a coin and you see the coin is now going down, sell. Take that money, because when that money goes back to loss, it does not become yours. Am I creating understanding to someone? Let me show you. When you pause a coin, don't pause as if you are loyal to that cryptocurrency. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Let me show you. For example, I'm hodling IOTA. I open the coin. I look at my average price is 30.333. That's when I entered. Then I open the coin. This is just basic. The coin, I look at the coin in 1 day. This coin can go back to where it came from. So what do? I sell the coin. Am I creating understanding? I sell the coin, then I look back on this preset price. I put either in 1 day or 4 hours, then I come back here. I look at the coin. I look at the coin, I look at pivot point, current price 0.3659. Then I come down here, 0.36. The pivot point is at 0.4. So 0.36. So the coin is around here. I don't know if someone is able to see. The coin is around here. It is above. So let it, when it hits 0.34, let it buy again. And as it continues going down. You see now the coin is going down. I don't know if I'm making sense, because when a coin hits 100%, it will always come down. Now people are selling off. Don't be loyal. When it comes down again, you buy again. Hold. Because the reason of you having skills, your skills should not die on wasted water. I don't know if someone is understanding in the chat. Are you understanding? Am I making no? Am I making understanding? Am I creating a, because the reason why you attend these classes and you have skills is to use your skills to make money. When I say pose a coin, I'm not saying become loyal to the coin. I don't know if, because you are not the creator. I've seen someone say you are very bad, me, I want to have my coin. But you are not the creator. This is crypto. You can pose a coin and it goes back to where it came from. So, along the journey, take profit. Along the journey, take profit. Now, someone is asking me, how do I know that it's going to go down? Who can help me answer this one? Because I don't know why this person is on the call. So, all the hours I have been here, you have not picked anything. Ah, teaching is not for the weak. Check. So, all the hours I have been here, you have not picked anything. Teaching is not for weak people. Oh, oh, oh. Teaching is not for weak people. So I have been here for over close 1 hour, and you have not picked anything. Chai. Lambata. Teaching is not for weak people, I tell you. Teaching is not for weak people. Teaching is not for weak people. Teaching is not for weak people. No. You spend a full hour on the call and someone has not picked anything. I will not give you time. There are people who say, hey, I need you one-on-one. I need you one-on-one. I need you one-on-one. I have a question. Is it easy to understand from the call here if you come in time? I have a question. I need an answer. Is it easy to understand here on the call when you come on time? When you are come on the Zoom on time, when I started, I explained the, and I explain, then I explain. Is it easy to understand? Then these issues of people saying I need one-on-one, apana, because the challenge is that people do not join the Zoom on time. They come late. But someone is on the call is doing other things. But I think I do my best to make these things in a simple way without any using any complicated word. Because when I started, I said when the markets are moving, this is the lowest point, this is the highest point. Now from the current price, the market has a support here. Now, if you don't know how to draw these lines, what we are talking about will help you draw all these lines for you. From the current price to this is resistance. From the current price to this is support. From this to this is support. Now support are buying points, resistance are selling points. Is that hard? Some answers in the chat. Now those points are here on what we call a pivot point. They give you prices where those lines can be drawn, and the middle one is the center, is the pivot. When prices are above the pivot, the market is bullish. When prices are below the pivot, the market is bearish. Bearish meaning going down, bullish meaning going up. Is that hard? Sincerely. Sincerely, is that hard? I need to be fair. Now I'm teaching you how do you enter the market. Now I'm teaching you how do you enter the market. Now, how do I enter the market? I want to trade any coin of my choice. Now, this one needs to sell because me, I'm not loyal. Me, I'm not loyal to any cryptocurrency. This one needs to sell. Me, I'm not loyal. Nobody should tell me that be loyal. Now, I want to trade my IOTA again. Okay? I want to trade IOTA because it was one of my coins. I love it. So, I'll come. I hope now people are learning. I want to trade IOTA. I hope people are now learning. I want to trade IOTA. Now, when I look at it in 1 hour, I can see what is happening. You can even apply Bollinger Bands. The coin has gone into the oversold area. And when you look at the RSI, what is about to happen here? What is about to happen here when you look at the RSI? Some answers in the chat. When you happen in 15 minutes, some answers in the chat. Uptrend, showing you signs. When it is the MACD, what is happening? The MACD is showing you that the coin is still going down. When you press in the KDJ, what is it trying to say? What is the KDJ trying to say? Now, all these are opportunities. So I can even just say KDJ. If I come to KDJ, then I come down here on KDJ, then I cap on options. If I don't want, then I say KDJ, golden cross, start. I put a higher take profit because I want to stay in the coin for a longer time. Then I activate. Then it will say, waiting for KDJ to make a trigger price to enter the market. Immediately, the cross has happened and the robot has bought. Then I switch on my margin calls. Immediately, when the cross has happened, the robot has bought. Is that hard? Some answers in the chat. Is that hard also? So if you don't want to use pivot points, you can use the KDJ to help you enter the market. Is that hard also? Do I need it to be a technical analysis to do that? So when the crossover happens, pausing a coin does not reduce floating loss. Now the golden cross has happened and I'm in the market with my margin calls. And how many of you understand my prayer? I'm now praying the coin to continue going down. I'm now praying for the coin to continue going down so that it could put in more what? So that it could put in more money. Let me open my margin calls. These two coins, I'm very loyal to them, IOTA and Algo. So that I want my robot to open more margin calls, more margin calls, more margin calls, so that more money gets in these particular coins. I have a question. Is trading hard? Is trading hard? So you have a choice either to apply an indicator or I can still get back to now. One of the challenges you face is being a leader. Being a leader is not easy. Now let me pick another coin. And that coin is I want a coin related to Donald Trump. Okay, let me pick bio for longevity. Remember I talked about this coin? I want to enter bio for long term pivot points. Okay. What is the current price? 0.3394. Zero, that is the current price. Okay. We scroll down. Let's go to 4 hours to get a solid, or 1 hour. Any entry. 0.3, 0.33. This is our pivot. Look here. That is the center, 0.5. So our price is around this area. 0.33. It's just around this area. So when I look at this coin and I press it in the 4 hour time frame, and let me say I press my MACD, what do you see? What do you see? It shows you that this coin has potential, even if I remove the Bollinger Band. It shows you using the MACD, the crossover has happened below the zero line. What do you see? It shows you that the coin is still continuing going. Am I creating sense? It shows you that the coin is continuing going down. And I want to buy. What am I going to do? I'm going to find a certain price that is lower. Then I say when maybe it hits support 1, let my robot buy. Because it has already broken it this side on the Fibonacci. Because it is at 0.33, and this is 0.39. It is lower than this. So let me say when it hits here, let the robot buy. Or I can even go lower. Am I creating understanding? I can even go lower to this price. Or I can put it in 1 day to see, is the coin still going down? The coin is still going down. So I will take, okay, this one, because I want to stay in the coin for a long time. I'll take this one. So I create martingale strategy bot, buy at least, I put in my trade settings, which I already have. I have many, any of my choice, meat is fine. Okay. Any, I want one that will put in at least $50. I'm going long term. I raise 30% take profit. Then I tap on the preset price, which I have seen on the chart down here, which is 0.2828. Create, put in my preset price, 0.2828. Once the coin gets there, let it buy. Is that hard? Is that hard? Surely. Is that hard? I look at my pivot point, I look below at a lower price, put it as a preset price. Is that hard? I'm just buying at a lower price. Then, after putting it in, my robot will wait to buy. If I don't want to use the trigger price, and I want to buy this coin in a shorter time frame, like 15 minutes, and I want to buy in a shorter time frame, like 15 minutes, and I want to use the MACD or the KDJ or the RSI or the MACD, then I will also use it. I can tap on create martingale strategy bot. Then instead of using trigger price, I come on advanced option. Then I change from trigger price to MACD or to KDJ or to RSI. But I want to let me use the pivot point. Let's find another point for learning purposes. So if it doesn't buy, do I lose anything? If it doesn't buy, do I lose anything? Now I'm in profit here. Now, I want to sell algo. I want to sell algo at a good price. I open algo, open the coin, look at it. It's now retracing to the upside, and I want to sell it at a good price. I tap on pivot point, make sure it is 15 minutes. Then I say, what is the current price? 0.4434. 0.44, where is 0. I look at the pivot. The pivot is at 0.7. 0.4759. The current price is at 0.44. It means it is very low. But look here, the support, this coin is here, 0.44. The support here is the biggest one, 0.46, 0.4628. Then I say, okay, that is where I'm going to sell. Then I come, I tap on sell. Where in market price, I write in my selling point 0.4628. How much of Solana do I want to sell algo? 50%. I want to sell 75%. I want to sell 100. You see, it will give me $16. Then I tap sure. I leave the coin. I go, I do my other things. Once it is there, let it give me my 16. Then I come on IOTA. I open the coin. I want to get out of this coin fast. I look at 15 minutes. Come down 15 minutes. Pivot point. What is the current price of the coin? That is my focus. 0.3684. That is the current price. Okay. Then I scroll down. What is the pivot? The pivot is 0.4048. What is the support one? Because when a coin moves from here, it will come here. So I'll take this one, 0.3917. Okay, I write it on a piece of paper, 0.3917. Then I come on the coin, I tap on sell. Where it is written market price, I write in the price, 0.3917. How much of IOTA do I want to sell? 100%. I'll make $10. I tap sure. Is that hard? Is that hard? People, Royalq is hardy, trading is hardy. Is that hard? I don't know where my voice had gone. Who's calling me? Is that hard? They say no sound. Someone is saying go and buy Someone says no sound. Is it true? Is it true that I have no sound? Someone says I have no sound. Someone says, now, is picking a coin hard? Someone writes for a long story. Is picking a coin? Someone says no sound. If you can hear me, give me one in the chat. My phone is even about to go off. But let me come back. Let me share my. I want to trade. I pick any coin of my choice. I want to trade. I pick any coin of my choice. Any coin. I can pick a pumping coin or not a pumping coin. Me, I have no reason. Now, I pick any coin of my choice. Some coins I love them, some I them. Donald Trump is dodgy because Elon Musk supports Doge. Then I pick maybe because Donald Trump is coming in office. I want to trade Bitcoin. I want to trade Bitcoin. Donald Trump is coming in office, and I want to trade Bitcoin. I want to make some money on BTC. Okay. Then I want to use 15 minutes, meaning I want to leave fast. I look at the current price of Bitcoin. It is at 13262. Okay. I look at the pivot, is at 1329, meaning that the current price is lower than the pivot. There are higher chances of the coin continue going down. Even when you look at the MACD, things are not yet okay. KDJ crossed. RSI 42. Okay, then I come here on technical. Is the RSI? It's at 41. Not in overbought. It is not in oversold. Am I right? The coin is not in overbought. The coin is not in oversold, meaning there is some opportunity. I want to trade Bitcoin. I tap on create, martingale strategy bot. Let me say, but this is risking my money. Me, I'm not a Bitcoin trader. I tap on create. Then I have entered at current price just to show you, but I'm going to go away. But I want to get a selling price at which I want to sell my Bitcoin in 15 minutes. So I'll just come on pivot point and I say, when Bitcoin hits this resistance here, or it can even hit this one. If I can stay in for a very long time, 112559. Create martingale strategy bot. Then I say sell. When? Sell when? When BTC hits 112559. How much? 100%. Now, me, I stay in this coin, then I get $5. When it hits all this, guys, I just wish you all the best. I hope you understand, because this coin has a huge market cap. It cannot change my life. Am I creating understanding? It has a lot of money. Someone says no sound. But the sound is on. Then these are network issues. The sound is on. Uh, then then I wish you the best. I think I need to stop here. It seems then I have overtaught. Those who have understood, give me a yes in the chat. I think uh, I think I have overtaught, and when you overteach, network also gets annoyed. But I think the lesson has been very clear. I think the lesson has been very clear. Okay, I'll teach again Saturday next week. The lesson, I believe, because I've repeated myself on the same thing. I can't trade Bitcoin, Mikavanda. I can't trade Bitcoin because I will make very little profit. This coin cannot change my life now, Mikavanda. Go, go let others enjoy you. Me, you will not give me $1, and you think I will love you. Which coin has sold now? It is a coin I was trading here. Solana. Solana is out too. Let me show you. Solana. Now I check again. The coin seems it is still continuing. I want to continue with Solana. Let's go pivot point. Eh? In 15 minutes, we are done. In 15 minutes, we are done. Okay, let me trade that decimal. 236.73. At least $50. At least over 100. Now enter current price. Sell. I put in the price because I've already seen it. 236.73. Sure. So once it will get there, it is going to give me my command. Is that hard? Why did I depend on? I looked at the MACD. It is separating, meaning it has no chances of meeting now. So I use the MACD plus the pivot. If I want to go in for a longer time, then I increase the time frame, maybe around 1 hour. And in 1 hour, hey, there is 239.07. I change. Let me change. That one is better at least. Now, when it goes down, it buys more margin calls. When it goes up, it sells in profit. Now, let me lower this to around $10. Then I put in a bigger sell. Sell at. I change. 239.07. I'll make $1. I've never seen anything as easy as trading. I have never seen anything as easy as trading. Trading is the easiest thing. It is easy. I have stopped sharing my screen. Now, When you use pivot points and the coin is pumping, is it easier to trade? When you use pivot points, that was my topic for today. When you use pivot points and the coin is pumping, is it easier to trade? When it hits resistance 3, run away because the coin is going to come down. Okay. When the markets are going down, is it easier to set a preset price? When markets are going down, is it easier to set a preset price? Because I see now someone having issues. Markets are going down. Is it easier to set a preset price? You set a price lower than the current price and you wait. So why are you not making money? I have a big question. With what I have told you, is it easy to use $500 and make $50 a day? With what I have taught you now, is it easy? Is it easy to get your $1,000 and you even make $500 a day? As long as you can be able to play with your robot, because what I'm teaching you has nothing to do with all the previous classes. I'm now giving you skills. I can even enter coin with $1,000. I can even, because now I know what I'm dealing with. I don't know if I'm making sense. I remember when I used this trick, I think it was for 10 days. I think it was 10 days. I remember that time I wanted to prove people that Royalq works. I turned $500 to 2,000, and was it 2,000? Was it 2,400 and something dollars? I did that. People were like, Royalq doesn't work. I said, okay, I have $500 and I'm gonna turn it to 2,000. I just play with my robot with this and I made money. When I find a good entry, I go in with a lot of capital. And I made the money. And people are like, hey, we are done. That's why I repeat, I can start with $30 as my capital. I can start with $30 as my capital. That's why those small boys on TikTok, they are just noisemakers. I can start with my $30, my capital, and I make it to $1,000 as long as I can be with my phone. I don't know how I can repeat that. I can get my $30 and I turn it to $1 million as long as I can play with my phone. Just understand that because of the numbers, I may not have the time to be on my phone all the time. But as long as I have my phone, as some of you are scrolling on TikTok, me, I'm busy scrolling to make money. As some of you are scrolling on WhatsApp, me, I'm busy scrolling to make money. When I'm in a toilet, I'm in my phone. When I'm in a taxi, I'm in my phone. When maybe I'm seated on a function, I'm with my phone. When I'm on a burial, I'm with my phone. When I'm everything I do, as long as my phone is in my hands, I'm making money. Yes. When I'm eating food, I'm with my phone. As you are scrolling on TikTok, when I'm with my phone, I'm making money. anywhere. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. So with that approach, as long as my goal is clear, I can make as much money as I want. It gets to me, maybe I get tired of the phone, I throw it away, or maybe I'm tired of making money. But as long as I have my phone with this, and the momentum of the market is good, I can even. Who's disturbing you, my daughter? I wish you the best. Yes, I'm setting 30% because I want to get more profit. Love you, mommy. Mm. Mm. So have a nice day. See you on the next call. See you on Saturday next week, same topic. See you on Saturday next week, same topic. I wish you all the best and have a nice day. The meeting is already streaming live on the YouTube channel, so find it there and watch it again.